Most people think their cat sleeps with them because they're cold, or just looking for a soft spot. You've probably been told it's just a cute habit. But what if I told you that in those quiet hours, your cat might actually be running through an ancient checklist, one that researchers believe is wired into them from the wild? When your cat curls up beside you, some behaviorists think they may be doing more than resting. They could be tracking your breathing, picking up on your body heat, and according to several animal behavior experts, choosing to stay close at the exact moment they're most vulnerable. Today, we're breaking down 6 signs hidden in how your cat sleeps with you, and the one most owners completely miss until it's almost too late. Here's something most people never stop to think about. Sleep is the most dangerous time for a cat in the wild. So why would they walk past every quiet, hidden corner in your house, just to climb into bed with something many times their size? Some researchers believe it isn't random at all. It might be a choice, and the exact spot they choose may matter more than you think. If your cat sleeps at your feet, some experts suggest they may be positioning themselves near the entrance, almost like a self-appointed lookout, watching the doorway while you sleep unaware. If they sleep near your head, they're often closest to your breathing, and some owners report their cats becoming more alert to noises at night than they are during the day, ears twitching at sounds you never even register. And if your cat sleeps directly on your chest, some behaviorists believe this is the closest position for monitoring your heartbeat and breathing rhythm at the same time, which is why cats that do this are sometimes described by owners as their most anxious or protective cats. In multi-cat households, this gets even more interesting. The cat that consistently chooses to sleep closest to you is often the one that considers you most directly theirs. It's not always the most affectionate cat during the day, but at night, the truth tends to come out. But here's the part that surprises people. This pattern can shift overnight if something in the home changes: a new pet, a rearranged room, even a change in your own schedule. And that's actually a clue we'll come back to in a few minutes. Have you ever noticed your cat rubbing their cheeks or forehead against you right before they settle down to sleep? Most owners assume that's just affection. It's actually believed to be something closer to chemistry. Cats have scent glands along their cheeks, and many veterinary behaviorists believe this rubbing is a way of blending scents, creating what's sometimes called a communal scent between you and them. This may explain why, after you've been somewhere new, your cat sometimes sniffs you more intensely than usual. Some experts believe they're checking whether you still smell like home. It might also explain why cats are often so attached to one particular blanket or pillow. It's not just texture they like. It's saturated in a scent profile that, over time, becomes a mix of yours and theirs. And sleeping next to you at night, it could be their way of restoring that scent connection before the day starts again. This next one sounds almost too good to be true, but stay with me because the science behind it is real, even if the full effects are still debated. A cat's purr typically sits in the 25 to 50 Hz range. Some early studies have explored whether frequencies in this range may support relaxation and even tissue healing, though researchers are still cautious about how strong that effect really is in humans. What's better documented? Several studies link time spent with purring cats to lower reported stress and improved mood in their owners. So when your cat curls up and starts purring louder than usual, some owners swear it happens right when they're at their most stressed. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's one of the most reported patterns by longtime cat owners. Here's something else worth noticing: timing. Cats are most active around dawn and dusk by nature. So if your cat consistently chooses to settle in and sleep deeply next to you in the middle of the night, some behaviorists see that as a small sign of trust in itself, because it means they're choosing to enter a deep, vulnerable sleep cycle while pressed against you, instead of staying alert through their more natural active hours. Here's where things get a little more serious. and it's the sign vets actually want owners to pay attention to. Cats have noticeably sharper senses than we do, better hearing, a far stronger sense of smell, and high sensitivity to small changes in temperature and movement. Because of this, some veterinary researchers believe cats may pick up on subtle shifts in a person's body before the person themselves notices anything wrong. Things like changes in breathing pattern or body temperature. There are documented anecdotal cases of cats reacting to illness in their owners, though this isn't something science has fully proven or can rely on as diagnostic. That said, many vets do say one thing clearly. If your cat starts paying unusual attention to one part of your body, repeatedly lying on it, sniffing it, or acting unsettled near it, it's worth keeping an eye on, just in case. There's also a quieter version of this sign. Some owners notice their cat staying unusually close during a stressful week, an illness, or even emotional periods like grief, long before the owner says anything out loud. Whether that's genuine sensing or simply cats reacting to changes in routine and tone of voice is still debated, but the pattern itself is reported often enough that vets rarely dismiss it outright. Now here's the one almost nobody talks about, and it's the opposite of everything we just covered. If your cat has slept with you every night for months or years, and suddenly stops, most owners just assume the cat got moody or independent. But several veterinary behaviorists caution against brushing this off too quickly. A sudden change in sleeping habits can sometimes point to a few different things. It could be a new stressor in the home, a sound, a smell, a schedule change, even new furniture in the bedroom. It could be discomfort or pain that makes a previous sleeping position less comfortable, something especially common in older cats developing joint stiffness. Or, in some cases, it may point to an underlying health issue worth mentioning at their next vet visit, particularly if the change is sudden and paired with other shifts, like appetite or energy level. It doesn't always mean something is wrong. Plenty of cats simply go through phases, but it's a pattern worth noticing because cats can't tell you directly when something feels off, and a change in where they choose to sleep is sometimes the clearest message they have. So the next time your cat curls up next to you, it might be more than habit. It could be a small, consistent signal built from instinct, scent, sound, and trust that's been there the whole time. Most owners just never learn to read it. If you want to keep decoding what your cat is actually trying to tell you, hit subscribe. We break down one of these hidden behaviors every single week.